Hey, thanks so much for clicking on this video and welcome to the Haves and the Have-Nots review here on YouTube. If you're a fan of Tyler Perry, you've come to the right place. Be sure to click that subscribe button as well as the bell notification icon. That way you don't miss out on any new content on the channel. And also check me out on these social media platforms, and links in the description below will lead you to my Twitter, Instagram, Facebook group, and Facebook page. Once again, thanks for joining in and enjoy the video. All right, have and have not fans. Like I said before in my episode review, The Chosen, 10 out of 10. Loved the episode. So much to talk about. Now, to be honest, I have a list in front of me of like 15 video topics, and it's hard to just pick one to start out with. But I'm just going to roll the dice here, and we're going to talk about Madison. Now, I'm going to talk about Madison briefly in this video, so I'll try to cut it to about 5 minutes. I'll try to make this video no longer than 5 minutes. I think at this point, it seems somewhat clear to me. This is just a theory. I think if there's anyone who's going to end up kicking Jeffrey's ass, oh, excuse me, not Jeffrey, Justin's, because we saw the picture from season 7 filming, I'm willing to bet that it's going to be Madison that does it. And the reason why is because back in grade school with Jeffrey, he was like the chunky fat kid. Correct me if I'm wrong. I know the guy's name was Bobby. Last name, was it Schaefer? Well, I know it was Bobby. That was the guy that always picked on Jeffrey and whatnot. And I think Madison even says, like, yeah, he called you like every gay name in the book. I don't think at the time it was known that Jeffrey was gay, because in the last episode, Madison's like, yeah, I mean, I'm no longer that fat kid anymore, and now I know that you're gay, and I am too. So leading us to believe that in school, Jeffrey really wasn't known to be gay, but being in school when you're younger, you know, that was the thing to do. Call people like, you know, excuse the phrases like pussy, faggot, that kind of stuff. Those were the names people would call others, especially guys, calling guys that even when it was ridiculous to do so. So given the fact that Jeffrey pretty much pulled a David and I guess you could say turned the other cheek, but it got to the point where instead of pimp slapping that bitch, he ended up beating the guy into a concussion with a baseball bat. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because you think about Madison, how he just walked away from Justin when it's like, oh, doesn't he have some place to be as well? The way Madison kind of, you know, tucked his tail under his legs and walked back to the desk, you know, like after being, well, what Justin called him like 20 times in a row. I think that if anything, Justin is just another Bobby Schaefer to Madison, because the way it seemed, you know, Bobby was a school bully, so it wasn't just Jeffrey, but Jeffrey was his main source of, you know, a target from as being a bully. So I imagine that Madison, growing up being the chunky kid, was probably, you know, picked at as well. I think it's going to come a time where Madison's going to be pushed to the limit, and he ends up kicking Justin's ass. He pretty much pulls a Jeffrey and treats Justin like Jeffrey did with Bobby Schaefer. I don't know if it's going to be a baseball bat. I don't know if it's going to be a crowbar, like a crowbar that Justin had when he burst into Wyatt's condo. But if I were to bet money, I would say that Madison will be the guy to kick his ass. Now, trust and believe, Veronica knows now that the truck Justin drives was the one that tried to run her off the road. Jeffrey might get to the point where he will stand up for himself again and beat Justin's ass. But, you know, Madison handed Justin the pamphlet about the domestic violence, and I think that he will actually do what Jeffrey is afraid to do or is unwilling to do now, just cut Justin loose. I think it will get to a point where Madison sees how obsessive and how forceful Justin is with Jeffrey, and to defend, well, quote unquote, his man, he ends up kicking Justin's ass. That's my theory on that. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Trust and believe, there are plenty of people who could get revenge on Justin right now, like Jim, you know, seeing what Justin did to Wyatt on 2 occasions, from beating him in the condo and then sexual favors or drugs. But I think that it is likely Madison will be the guy to actually beat down the most hated character on the show. So, like I said, less than 5 minutes long there. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Folks, we are so close to 50,000 subscribers. Do me a favor, share my videos on social media, Facebook groups, Twitter, Instagram, you know the drill, and I'll talk to you in another video.